Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2027 Season 4 regular season finale. We will be taking on the Ohio Bobcats in Ohio, 8 p.m. game, looking to win 7 in a row. Obviously, we had the 5 games at the beginning of the season, took some falls against some pretty decent competition out of conference, especially Boise State, kind of a shocker. Ended up playing really close with Auburn as well. And then really went on a tear in MAC conference, had a couple close games. Pretty much our worst game of the season in MAC play was a victory, so that was pretty cool. But we will be playing at Ohio. I believe we have already clinched our spot in the conference championship for the MAC, so we'll be returning for our third straight year, looking to defend our last two conference wins. And with that being said, let's hop right into this game against Ohio. And here we are under the lights for some MAC play. Ohio wearing the black uniforms. We will be wearing our Blizzard whites today. Excited for this one, last conference game of the season. We've definitely been on a tear in MAC play over the last 3 years. I don't, very few losses in conference, maybe one or two from each season, not including this one where we are actually 6-0. Just took down the team that was right behind us last episode. Definitely recommend going to watch that. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and Black Friday celebration. We're here in the rain, and we will be kicking off to conclude the regular season. Ben Thompson sends it deep to the Ohio returner, who will take this up just shy of the 25. The running back of Ohio is a guy we're going to have to watch. 6 touchdowns on the season, over 700 yards. Definitely one of the better players on this team who has been struggling this season. We're looking to continue to push them down the ladder as they will take their first snap from the 24, where they'll hand it off to their running back. He makes some cuts, making Ian Badejo miss the blitzing dime player. He takes that up for a first down. They'll be moving quickly here, getting on the ball very fast now at the 34-yard line. Gonna go to the air here. Going out to the flat is complete. There's a flag flying. It looks like it's in the secondary. And they're going to call it on Dion Delaney, a holding downfield. And that's going to give them a new set of downs. Really confused about that call. Did not see where that happened. Would like to see the film on that, but holding nonetheless. They're going to go back to the air here on first down, and the quarterback tried to take off. He was taken down. Glenn Patterson shaken up for the Bobcats after we're able to make the stop there after just 2 yards, slowing him down, getting him out of the hurry up here after the injury. They're going to go to the ground. Dion Delaney at the line of scrimmage makes a play, making it 3rd and 8. What will we do here? Probably going to bring some heat if you know the War Dogs. Definitely been our MO as a defense in MAC play, especially. They're going to go to the air on 3rd down, and they don't get it. Dion Delaney breaks that up. Will force the punt unit out after just a minute of being in this game. They'll have some wind at their back, so I expect this to be a decent punt. Eric Long, decent return up near the 30, not terrible, weaving in and out of traffic in the rainy conditions today. We'll have to see what Tyler Rome is able to do with this offense. 1st and 10 from the 29. Jalen Poe, the back to start. They'll hand it to him here. He's got a decent carry trying to weave his way through traffic. Ground and pound for 5 yards there. Decent pickup for the senior back. Poe remains on the field here from the 34-yard line. 2nd and 5. Rome keeps in a player off the edge. Had a beat on him, was able to take him down pretty quickly. Pretty much lost all progress of that first run play, making it a 3rd and 9 from the 30. In the rain, trying to get guys off sides. It looks like we do. Oh, throwing this up over the middle of the field. Looks like he could get your guy hurt there, but they will end up getting the extra couple yards, kind of off a free play. That will give us a 3rd and 4 now. Much more manageable here from the 35. Rome, very decisive, looking for Angerer, drops the open out route. Rainy conditions make it a little harder to catch. He's not able to hang on. That'll bring out DeAndre Bloomberg and the punt unit. Send this down the field, try and play the field position game. They'll start around the 25-yard line with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, offset I. They motion the fullback across the formation. They'll go to the running back from where the fullback left, and Good burst from him. 4-yard pickup to the 30 there. Very empty looking box from the War Dogs here. 5-on-5 up front. They're going to go to the air though. And he's sacked. Marcus Windsor off the edge makes the play. Hasn't been on the field as much in the passing downs as we would have normally have seen last year. Definitely been getting Isaiah Gizzy more time out there. But he comes through and shows off his pass rushing ability there, making a big time play. As the quarterback looks to scramble and he's taken down in the backfield. Looked like Justice and Gizzy combining to make the tackle there on the quarterback. Looked like he could have had a lane if he would have gotten free. Ends up being taken down though, and that is some unsuccessful offense early from both teams. Eric Long on the return gets up close to midfield, up to the 49. Terrence Logan the back now on first down at midfield. They'll hand it to him, and in the rain, he's got a big carry for about 9 up to the 42. Nice play for Logan. 2nd and 1 from the 42. Formation into the boundary for the War Dogs. Going to go back to Logan. No, it's a play action. Looking over the defender, Zach Cobb makes the catch at the 23. What a throw from Rome, getting it to his receiver. Looks like they're going to review this play. Ohio challenging it. I think they're going to give it to him, and we will get a fresh set of downs closer to the end zone here. 19-yard play to Cobb sets us up at the 23-yard line. Poe the back with trips to the right, including to Sean Angerer. Poe trying to break tackles, gets about a yard there up to the 22. 2nd and 9 now. Logan, the back left to Rome here. They'll hand it to Logan. He's cutting back up the field. Flags are flying as Angerer looks like he might have grabbed onto some jersey. It will be on the freshman to Sean Angerer. That'll back us up to a 2nd and 19. A little bit of something to come back from here. Let's see if our offense can do it, get back in field goal range. With the wind at our face, it's going to be much further than normal. Angerer can't hang on. Great throw from Rome up the seam. Got it to him, just wasn't able to hang on to it in traffic there. 3rd and 19 from the 32. What can this offense come up with? Rome taking off. He's got some space. Gets a big hit, but he picks up about 11, putting him in definitely field goal range here, at least giving Thompson a chance from 38. Kick is up and just misses wide right. Thompson can't put it through. He was fighting wind, wasn't able to get enough on that kick to put it, pull it enough in, and that'll leave us scoreless here as we are halfway through the first quarter. They will go on the ground here. Good tackle by Kennedy after a 5-yard pickup. Quick throw underneath is a pickup, getting them closer to a 3rd and 2 here from the 30 now. What can our defense do to get off the field? Continue this shutout. Looks like they'll go with the run, and Hilliard is able to shed his block, taking Wilson down in the backfield. Once again, flipping possessions in this first quarter. It feels like each team has touched the ball about 4 times in different occasions, and not really much being done from the offenses here with these sloppy conditions, as Eric Long maybe decides he needs to take matters into his own hands on the punt return, getting it out past the 40-yard line. What a return from Tyler Rome. 1st and 10 from the 38 now. Poe and Logan the backs. Rome decides to keep, and he holds on. Will get taken down for a yard loss. Looked like they were setting up a bit of a speed option there. Wasn't able to pitch it in time. 2nd and 11 from the 40 now. Poe, a handoff, and he goes for about 4, making it a 3rd and manageable from the 35. Going to send a bunch out to the left. Poe the back. Going to Thomas, squeaking it in front of that nickel, and that is another completion and a 1st down for Rome in this offense. 1st and 10 at the 28. Ecanum and Logan in the backfield. They'll hand it to Logan. He had someone on his tail the whole time running that ball. Still able to pick up about 5, though, showing off his speed. Taking it down to the 22, knocking on the door of the red zone. What can the War Dogs do here? Going to keep this on the ground with Logan trying to lower his head and go forward. Gets maybe a yard before he's stopped. 3rd and 4 from the 22. Need another conversion from this offense. Going underneath, it's Kyle Thomas, the senior, with the catch. He takes it down inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 9. Two tight ends in the game are Angerer and LeCount. They'll hand it to Logan. He can't break the tackle, taken down in the backfield there. Second and goal from the 10. Gonna go to the air here. Over the middle, Cobb doesn't put his hands out to make the catch. Incomplete. Third and goal from the 10. Roam over the middle. Cobb in the end zone scores. Touchdown on the dig route. Great job scoring the first points of the game. Zach Cobb was coming across the middle. Tyler Rome rolled out to his right, did exactly what you're probably not supposed to do, and decided to throw the ball back over the middle of the field. Ended up getting a nice completion. Kind of tried that a couple plays before, I think, or maybe just a play before. It didn't really work out, but it works out there. Puts 7 points on the board for the War Dogs. So we look to close out this first quarter of our last max game of the season. There's a run for 8 yards. Wilson, a decent carry there. He's been pretty good today. Definitely got to watch out for him going forward, as it is a 2nd and 2 from the 31. Trying to spread us wide here. They go with the handoff and taken down in the backfield. Tristan Hilliard makes the play there. 3rd and 4 from the 30 now. Going to move some guys around on the defensive side of the ball, try and match up well here. We're just going to sit in coverage to try and get off the field. They go to the flat, pick up a big first down there. That was Tim's in coverage there, I believe. Not able to do much about that play as they'll go empty here. 1st and 10 from the 39. Never mind, they'll change it up, bring their guys into the backfield and a tight end as well. They're looking to go into the flat again to Wilson. He's had such a big chunk of the carries or touches in general today, picking up a yard there, and that'll send us into the break for the first quarter, where we'll flip the field, get some wind at our back, and hopefully continue to dominate time of possession and run up some more touchdowns on these guys. 2nd and 9 from the 40 is where we'll start the second quarter. Looks like they're going to go with a quick throw once again to the flat. Picks up 4, 3rd and 5. Back on the hurry up type offense here. And we're going to again try and just bring some heat on these guys. Going to the boundary there, broken up. Great play by Gibson, able to get that one out. And they will have to punt once again. I think that's their 4th or 5th punt of the day. Eric Long getting a big workload here. See if he can bring one of these back. He's been known to do that in the past. See if we can get a big play from him in the special teams game. Not there, though. Start around the 25. 1st and 10 at the 26. Logan is the back with 2 tight ends. Gonna hand it to him. He tries to get to the outside, picking up decent blocks. Gets about 3 or 4 before he's taken down. That'll set us up with a 2nd and 7 from the 29. Poe checking into the game here. Gonna motion Kyle Thomas in from the slot. They'll hand it to Jalen Poe, who was tackled by the nickel. He followed that that motion right into the backfield. Took down Poe for a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 10 from the 26 now. Looking back across the middle to Cobb. Couple dig routes to him today. That one nearly picked off, though. And it will be a punt from the War Dogs. Bloomberg trying to put this deep, use the wind to his advantage. They will return this, though, up to near the 40-yard line. Pretty good starting field position for the Bobcats. 1st and 10 at the 39. They'll go to the ground game where they'll get some decent cuts from Wilson's miscommunication between the safety and linebacker on some run support. Phil's there, not able to get a play on the running back there. Big play down to the 22. They're now near the red zone here. Definitely a scary looking play here for the Bobcats as they get 6 there down to the 16. Continuing to move quick on this War Dogs defense. 2nd and 4 at the 16. Going to the ground, stopped in the backfield, brought the blitz. Tony Tripp makes the play there. See if we can come back from that big play here, force a field goal. The wind would be in their face, so it wouldn't be the easiest play. 3rd and 7 from the 18. They're going to go to the ground with a draw, back to their running back who picks up the first down. Was not expecting that at all, and I think they could tell. They get a big play there, and will decide to empty it out now on 1st down from the 11. Going underneath, that's bobbled. Mancuso drops That quick throw wasn't able to be handled by the receiver. Popped up to Mancuso, who wasn't able to grab it. That'll create a 2nd and 10 from the 11, where they'll go back to the ground game, doing what they've known best today and pick up 3 yards to the 8. Now they're going to go hurry up. 3rd and 7 from the 8, empty it out here. Looks like they're going to try and go through the air unless this quarterback just decides to take off on a draw. Quarterback does decide to scramble. Keaton can't make the play, and the quarterback fumbles into the end zone where the War Dogs fall on it. Huge play. Keegan Joseph, I believe, knocked that ball out. The freshman safety came up with a big play there. Wow, what a play. Preventing the touchdown as Tyler Rome follows that quarterback run up with one of his own. A big run out of bounds at the 41 on the read option. What a play from our quarterback. Not necessarily as known for his running compared to guys like Shaquille Abbott, but Rome trying to get out of the pocket here. He ends up getting rid of that. That was a dangerous looking play there. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Yeah, I believe Keegan Joseph was the one who knocked that ball out of their quarterback's hands as Rome is taken down in the backfield for his 3rd straight time running the ball. 3rd and 14 from the 45. Go hurry up. Looking for Black. That's incomplete. Threw it too far downfield. That safety was easily able to lurk on that play. And the turnover quickly is negated by our defense here. Bloomberg trying to place this punt in a decent spot. Gets it out at the 14. Not too bad. Playing the field position game there. Yeah, I went in and looked, and it was Keegan Joseph, who I believe he's on a red shirt this season. So coming in and burning up one of his games with that play, but big play indeed. Definitely what we have to look forward to in the future with the younger brother of Kirby Joseph, Lions safety, on this squad. So definitely looking forward to what he's got to bring in the future as they'll go back to the ground game, 5-yard pickup, making it a 3rd and 2. They've been able to keep their 3rd downs to a somewhat manageable down and distance with the ability to run the ball so well. They'll make it a 3rd and 2 from the 22 back to the ground game, and they're stopped in the backfield. Kennedy wraps him up and will get the punt unit back on the field once again for Ohio. Short punt, long will call fair catch at the 41, where the offense will start. Logan in at quarterback to start here with Poe, the receiver to the left. Definitely letting a running back handle the ball like a quarterback in the rain. Maybe not the best idea, but maybe it is the best as Jalen Poe will take this down into the end zone. Touchdown. Huge jet sweep out of the Wildcat. Scores a touchdown against the Bobcats and will put us up 14-0 with a one-play 59-yard run from Jalen Poe. With that, we will start at the 25, 1st down for the Bobcats. Let's see what our defense can come up with here. They'll go back to the ground, something that's worked for them all day, as they'll get a big 1st down carry from Wilson already at 90 yards today. Definitely defending the run was something we struggled with earlier in the season. Kind of showing up here later in the season as well. Guys are tiring out a bit. Definitely showing up when guys like Wilson are facing us, who are these really skilled running backs, as they'll go up the seam to their receiver. Casey hits 50 yards now on the day with that throw, as it is a 1st down for the Bobcats here at the 37. They'll go back to the air, and he's hit off the edge. Sacked. What a play by Marvin Miner to get there, sacking the quarterback. He's been so involved hitting the quarterback here late in games, or late in the season, excuse me, as he gets hit for a 5-yard loss. They'll go with the quarterback keep. He's got some blocks taking off. Flags are flying as he's brought down. It looks like it might end up being a flag on Ohio here. This will back them up even more, as we will likely accept this to make it a 2nd and 23 for the Bobcat offense. Puts a little damper on things, certainly, if you are the Bobcats. 2nd and 23 now. They're going to go to the air this time, not going to keep it on the ground. Gordon Justice, the first one there to bring him down, along with Romanowski, as that will take them down to a 3rd and 28. We're going to bring heat, just try and get the ball out quick, get off the field here. They'll just decide to go with a run where their running back does pick up a decent chunk. Not nearly enough, though, to get the 1st down, and they will have to punt it right back to us. Defense is playing out of their minds this game against Ohio so far. Punt quickly goes out of bounds at the 30. decent field position for us here. 1st and 10 at the 31. Two tight ends to the left for Rome. Going to fake the handoff to Logan. Rome stacked. Wasn't able to get rid of it. Loses 18 on that play. Not what you like to see. 2nd and 28 from the 13 now. What can we come up with? Trips to the right. Jalen Poe, the back. They'll hand it to him, and he just tries going upfield as fast as he can. Gets about 4 yards. Will set us up with a 3rd and 24 from the 17. Flag's going to fly, and it looks like they're going to call it on Ohio for going offsides. It'll shorten this down to a 3rd and 19. Still not super easy, but definitely going to be a little more manageable to come up with here from the 22-yard line. Trips to the right once again. Poe still the back. They'll give it to him on the screen. He's so good in the receiving game. Picks up a block. Waiting for his blocking. He's such a smart pass catcher. Gets into space there, takes it up to the 44, and Tyler Rome's got this offense moving quick here as we close in on the 2-minute warning. Gonna go over the middle to Kyle Thomas. He's got blocks and he's downfield. Big time pickup for Kyle Thomas, the senior, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 at the 29. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this game. Definitely defense dominated so far. Looking for Angerer. He's been clamped up today. I don't know if that's going to be a focus for this defense considering how good he's been this year. Definitely seems to be so far to this point. Has been somewhat of a non-factor as Terrence Logan gets this carry. He's got tons of space, taking this down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5. He got knocked out of bounds. Time stops with 1:50 here. Rome was trying to take off, scrambled, dropped the ball, picked it up himself, and they will end up falling on it at the 19 here. Time still ticking, letting it go down. 2nd and goal from the 19. Gonna go play action. No time to throw this. Rome gets rid of it, stopping the clock with 1:11 here at the 19. Gonna go with the handoff. No, trying to roll out. Rome just gets rid of it. Had some open guys, just not enough time to get it downfield. Couldn't set his feet. That will bring out Ben Thompson for his 2nd field goal attempt of the day. This one is also pushed right. 14-0 remains the score. Thompson, who's been so good this year, just hasn't been able to put those field goals in. 2 from the right hash, has pushed them both to the right. Not looking great there. They'll go underneath over the middle to start this 2-minute drive. And they get down out of bounds, calling a timeout with just under a minute remaining in the half here. Would have loved to have seen more of a kick that had more of a chance of going in than that. As the quarterback takes off, he's got some space getting out into out of the right side of the pocket. Great run from him. 2nd and 3 from the 45 now. They're looking to do a little damage before the half here. They're going to slow down, get the play at the line. Quarterback making calls. He snaps it. They go quickly to the outside. Tommy Timms, luckily the receiver, let it go through his hands. That's incomplete. 3rd and 3 at the 45. Can our defense get off the field again? Maybe give our offense a couple seconds to go down and try and score. Going to the sideline, that's knocked away, incomplete. This rain has definitely put a damper on some of these receivers' abilities to catch the ball. Seen a bit of it from our freshman tight end Angerer. Most of the guys on the team have done a good job catching the ball here, as Eric Long will be the return man for this punt, taken down just behind the 20-yard line. See how aggressive the War Dogs are here going forward. Have a 2-score lead that we could take into the half. Don't think we'll go too crazy. We do dump it underneath to Angerer, who's got a ton of space. They'll call timeout. Big play for Angerer there. A screen play, decent call, quick completion for Rome. Able to get it in the hands of probably their most dynamic pass catcher this season. Trying to get that out to Poe on the screen doesn't work. And 2nd and 10 from the 30. We'll probably just try and run this half out. 15 seconds remaining. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Give it to Logan. He's knocked down pretty quickly. That'll take us to the half with a 14-point lead in Ohio. Yeah, looking at the stats so far today, obviously they've run the ball well, but being behind in this game, that's not going to help too much. We'll get the ball to start the 2nd half. I think it's time for us to really slow this game down, run the ball more, and allow our guys on the ground to burn some of this clock. Rhodes takes it to the 25, where we will start. Poe is the back, trips to the left. Seen a lot of him today, maybe giving Logan a rest before we get to the conference championship as Poe picks up about 2 yards there. 2nd and 8 from the 27. Gonna give it back to Poe here on 2nd down. He picks up the needed yardage to get a 1st down. Continuing to work here is the senior back. Terrence Logan checks into the game now. 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll hand it to him. Fullback got caught up a bit. Logan tries cutting back across the field, gets 4 up to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 42 now. Rome in the shotgun, gonna motion Cobb behind him in an orbit. They'll get it out to him on the screen. Decent space for him. He gets about 2 yards until he's knocked out of bounds. 3rd and 4 at the 44. Gonna go underneath Jalen Poe, the running back. Can't hang on to the ball out of the slot. He was wide open and wasn't able to control that. Little disappointing. But nonetheless, we'll be able to punt this from the 44 and hopefully play the field position game here to start the second half. Decent punt from Bloomberg, goes out inside the 20. That's all you can kind of ask from him. He gets us, our defense, back on the field after having a stellar first half, giving up 0 points, forcing, I think, 6 to 7 punts. Really looked good. Looking Deion Delaney over the shoulder interception. Once again, the defense showing up in this one as Delaney's got some space. Takes that down inside the 20 to start our offense with a fresh set of downs, flipping the script immediately with that Ohio drive, getting the ball back into the hands of our offense, and Terrence Logan, who will lose 2 yards on the first play of the drive. 2nd and 12 from the 21. Black motioning behind Rome. Gonna go with the screen to Jalen Poe. So good in this receiving game. Like I said, dropped the pass earlier in this half, but he gets a big play there. 1st and goal down to the 8-yard. Not the completion percentage we've come used to seeing from Tyler Rome, but nonetheless, when he has needed to get the big throws, he has, and they've implemented the screen game well to get easier throws for him in these rainy conditions, as it is a 2nd and goal from the 8. Tight end, fullback, running back in the game. Going to motion Thomas across, though, from the slot. They'll flip it to him on the jet sweep. He just tries getting upfield. It's maybe a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and goal from the 7. 3rd and goal from the 7. Flipping it out to Poe. Looked like he had a little slippage or something. Wasn't able to fully plant into that throw. That'll give us a 4th down from the 2-yard line. Offense is going to stay on the field here. There was an injury timeout, so clock did stop. 4th and goal at the 2. Gonna try and draw him off sides. Not able to. Snap. Rome. Looking, and it's incomplete. Thought he was going to have someone open. They got held up. 1st and 10 from the 2 here. Got an opportunity to get a safety here if you're the War Dogs defense. They'll get the run, pick up maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 for the offense. Going to continue to bring some heat here, knowing that we have them so backed up right now. 2nd and 9 from the 3. They'll go with the play action quarterback over the middle. It's complete. 3rd and inches to the 11. Pretty nice play there. Nearly a that was nearly, a sack there, as we had some guys coming down on that quarterback. They'll give it to the running back. He picks up the half yard he needed to get the 1st down. It's a new set of downs from the 12, definitely out of the shadow of their own goal line now. Gonna go with the handoff here. Running back's got some space, and he might be over 100. He easily is, as he's had a pretty good game already today. 2nd and 2 from the 20 for the offense. Looking for the shot play. No, they'll go RPO, try and get this outside. Tierney's able to bring him down, but that's a 1st down. And they seem to be moving pretty easily here in the second half so far. 1st down, they'll go with the run. He's got space and breaks out of a tackle. 1st down, carry up to the 40. What a carry for this running back. He has been so good today. 1st and 10 now. Motion the fullback to the left. Go with the running back, and he gets more, pushing 7 yards down the field. He's at 125 on the day. Pretty good game from him so far. He could be a dude we maybe try and get to transfer to us. He has looked like a very good running back. That's if he's not a senior, obviously. We'll go back to him, and this time he is completely shut down with the blitz, taken down for a loss. 3rd and 5 at the 45. We will try and drop into coverage here, force a throw, see if our four-man pressure can get there. It looks like quarterback's going to have to try and roll out, and that's a pick. Mancuso in zone coverage takes that one away. Second of the game from the War Dogs. Defense has played so good today, taking the ball away from these guys. First and 10 at the 43 now. Rome, play action. Looking deep. He slips a bit, not able to get that throw all the way out there. That's incomplete. Definitely know he has more arm power, uh, arm strength, excuse me, than that. And he just wasn't able to get much on that throw as Poe was taken down for a yard loss on this first down. Our offense has not been able to pick up really that much either. Our defense has given us pretty much all the great opportunities and just haven't been able to do much with it as Rome scrambles here. He's got some space and takes it down. 4th and 3 to the 37. Definitely not going to attempt a field goal. We'll send our offense back out there. See if we can pick up these 3 yards and keep the drive alive. Quickly to Angerer. He didn't fall forward for the first down. Don't know what he's doing there. That's Ohio's ball now from the 34. Defense just not being rewarded with great play today. Just got to keep this shutout going, apparently, as there's the running back trying to bounce up the middle, and he'll pick up about 3 before he's taken down. 2nd and 7 from the 37. They're going to motion the receiver across, fake the flip to him. They're going to go deep here, testing Timms. That's incomplete. He batted it away. 3rd and 7. And that will allow us to bring some pressure on this quarterback. See if we can turn the heat up on this guy from the 37-yard line. Got to be careful for plays like this, these draws or quarterback runs. Kennedy blows that play up. And we will be sending the punt return unit back out again, getting Eric Long some more action. He's going to have probably 10 returns by the time this game's over. And he'll take this one despite someone beating down on him, and he is taken down immediately. 1st and 10 at the 24 for the offense. Rome decides to keep, and he's caught up to 4-yard loss. Not able to get going quick enough there. That will be a quick loss for this offense. 2nd and 14 from the 20. You're trying to do too much with the read option game, not just giving it to your guys that you know can make plays, as Rome was looking over the middle there. 3rd and 14 as he's hit. Just able to get rid of it in time and not get sacked. See if we can convert here from the 20. Rome once again deciding to take off, trying to get something extra, put the ball on the ground, and I think Ohio got it. Fumble not repaying our defense once again, turning it over now in War Dog territory, where Ohio will get to start this drive. Likely going to go with this ground and pound game we've seen so far, as Tripp is able to make the tackle after just 2 yards on that play. Honestly, a lucky play for us. 2nd and 8 from the 32 now. We'll go with the ground game. And between Tripp and Tierney, they're able to finally bring Wilson down. 3rd and 3 at the 27, though. 3rd and 3. They're going out to the flat, and Tripp makes the play. Got a little bit behind him. He's able to make the play, though, and they'll bring the field goal unit out. I think wind is in their kicker's face here. Let's see what they can do with this kick. 44-ish yard field goal. He pulls it just enough to keep it in. That is a good kick from Ohio. 3 plays. They put up their first points of the game. Our offense kind of causes our defense to lose the shutout there. 14-3 now in the 3rd quarter with about 30 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 from the 26. Offense just feels like it's trying to do a little too much today. Haven't just kept it on the ground with the guys you know can run. They pick up a yard there to Tashawn Angerer, as the offense will have maybe 1 play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 9. We'll end up drawing him off sides, I believe, here. That'll likely end the quarter. Yeah, able to make it a 2nd and 4. We'll let this quarter tick out and go into the 4th quarter with an 11-point lead. 2nd and 4 from the 32 is how we will start this quarter. Logan the back. We're going to motion Kai Black across in an orbit motion here. We'll get it out to him. He's got decent blocks, and Cobb ends up picking up another one on the safety. Kai Black takes it down past midfield to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends to the right. Logan the back, they'll hand it to him. He cuts up field. Decent pickup here as he falls forward for about 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 from the 36. Getting trips out to the left with Poe in the backfield. Over the middle, Kai Black's able to hang on to that slant route, pick up a first down. He's had a couple big games this year. Nice to see him get a nice catch there. 1st and 10 from the 29 now. 2 tight end look back on the field as Logan cuts this one up immediately. Saw that heavy motion or zone motion to the left, was able to cut back across to pick up about 3 there. 2nd and 7 from the 26. They'll give it back to him here. Logan bouncing all around off his blockers. Gets a yard there. 3rd and 6 from the 25. Empty look for the War Dogs. Looking for Angerer on the corner route. He hangs onto this one. Touchdown, War Dogs. Once again, Tyler Rome clutching up when he needs to, delivering the big throw on that corner route in the rain to pick up the 3rd score of the game for the War Dogs, making it 21-3 here in Ohio. Too bad for that fumble from Rome. Definitely could have given our defense a chance to maintain a shutout without that, but kind of put them in field goal range to start that drive. So can't really blame that one on the defense. They do still have a 3-possession game moving forward, though, which is very nice. Very nice insurance for us here. They're looking deep, though. Tommy Timms in coverage, able to get that ball out. The receiver went up for it. He's able to knock it away, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 22 for the Bobcats. And they get pressure on him. 5th sack of the game. That was Tristan Hilliard. He was back there for his first sack, individual sack, making it 3rd and 15 from the 16-yard line. Going to try and get this ball out quick as Gibson bats that away. Played that go ball with ease. Defense will get off the field once again. 4th down, getting the ball back to our offense. Eric Long probably should have called fair catch there. Didn't really get any blocks. We'll throw on this chew clock, though. Try and get this game going as fast as we can. Limit chance of injury. Just get our guys their undefeated conference schedule here. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Run game hasn't been as efficient as you'd maybe hope, honestly, today. As we throw that one out to Jalen Poe on the RPO, he takes huge hits. Was able to keep his feet through some of them, though, and make it a 3rd and 7 from the 45. Underneath, Thomas hangs on at midfield, 4th and 3. Offense going to stay on. We are up 3 scores. Might as well just try and hold on to this ball if we can. From the 50. Going quickly to Kai Black on the slant route. He hangs on. He's so good off the line of scrimmage. Able to make a nice move, get off the line clean into that slant route, pick up the first down. Now we are under halfway through this 4th quarter. Terrence Logan picks up 6 on that carry. 2nd and 4. Maybe try and put a little dagger in this game here. We fake the handoff to Angerer, or to, excuse me, I think it was to Logan. We were looking for Cobb on that play. That'll make it a 3rd and 4 from the 33. Probably 4 down territory here for us, so I'm not too worried. We're not able to convert this, but we do to Kai Black, another slant route. And the Michael Thomas of our offense today as Rome throws for his 200th yard of the day with that quick throw on the RPO. Quick thinking from him to turn back to that slant route, get it out to him, and get a new set of downs. Kai Black is down on the play, though. After he's had some nice pickups, he'll go down with an injury. 2nd and 7, hopefully nothing too serious from him. Rome takes off on this play, and he will end up walking into the end zone. His 3rd total touchdown of the day. Probably just sub out our receiver. Hopefully not get any injury from Kai Black, as he is a senior. But we want to see him in the bowl game, or the MAC championship game, excuse me, and the rest of the season going forward. I don't think playoffs will be a chance for us, sadly, this season, just considering we're not ranked even at this point. But I think if we can start winning these non-conference games and then just keep cleaning house in the MAC, soon enough we should be able to maybe get a conference bid. And if that doesn't seem to be doing the trick, might have to consider looking at different conferences, as they have about 4.5 minutes here remaining. Kind of got me on that route. 1st and 10, though, they'll slide down their quarterback. Didn't have anyone deep. And we just had some pretty good coverage there. 2nd and 4. from the 28. The run game's kind of been abandoned by these guys, which really was their only decent part of their offense as they throw that over the middle. Incomplete. 3rd and 4 from the 28. 3rd and 4, they'll go with the pass here. Looking quickly, Tommy Timms, another pass breakup. That they will keep the defense, our defense on the field as they're going for this 4th down. Try and keep something going, maybe put up some kind of score here as we close in on the end of this game. They will get a big play, though. Deshaun Gibson can't keep up in man coverage. They pick up a 1st down to the 45-yard line. And now they, for some reason, decide not to go in hurry-up offense, let the time tick a little bit here. We hit the 3-minute mark in this play. Going to the sideline, Mancuso bats that away. Could have maybe had his 2nd pick of the game. Wasn't able to hold on to that one, though. Just swatted it down. 2nd and 10 from the 45 now. Going underneath, trying to get something going once again. They throw this one for a 7-yard catch and run. That'll make it 3rd and 3 from the 48. Can our defense get off the field here and end this game without giving up a touchdown? Going quick. They're going to probably look deep here. Quarterback doesn't even have time. Gordon Justice is there, bringing him down. 4th and 9 with that tackle for loss. And closing in on the 2-minute warning. Probably the last play before the warning, unless this is an incompletion. They're going to go deep, try and pick this up. Delaney bats it away. And our offense will have the ball to close this game out. And Poe got the carry. We'll go into the 2-minute warning, probably put our backups in here. 2nd and 4 from the 39. Backup crew comes in. J.J. Cole, who we saw play a little bit earlier this year. We'll hand it to Jalen Poe, who gets a nice 1st down carry. We look to close this game out. 1st and 10 at the 29. Gonna let Cole put this one in the air. He's a big armed quarterback. See what he can come up with here. He goes over the middle where we're not able to hang on. I think that's Gibson, our corner, who wasn't able to hold on to that. I'm not sure who that was, actually. Not able to hang on nonetheless. 2nd and 10 from the 39, though. We'll hand this to Poe. Gets another carry, excuse me. 3rd and 9 now. We tick below a minute. Probably be able to run this game out eventually here. Pick under 40. We'll hand it to Poe. He's got the carry, picks up a yard or so, and that should end this game. We'll maybe let Thompson attempt one more kick, get his momentum back. Not even close, actually, as they'll get 1 second to play. Very sloppy end of the game, but don't really care. We kind of killed these guys, but Ben Thompson really killed his average in this game, which kind of sucks. Not able to get his footing in the grass, the slippery grass, I guess, but definitely something to look for going forward. Hopefully he can improve that, as we will probably need his leg going into games like the MAC Championship and our bowl game, but we do walk out of this one with a victory. War Dogs win their 7th conference game of the season. That's all of them. We'll end up being able to go back to Wisconsin with our victory and bid to the MAC Championship. Looking at the stats, obviously Cole had the 1 throw. Logan had that big pitch on the jet sweep. Rome was fine. Decent enough completion percentage with 2 touchdowns. Running the ball, Logan obviously did fine. Poe was okay. Just kind of got shut down between those two. Rome had his rushing touchdown. Also fumbled twice, though. Ty Black, I believe, had a 29-yard carry there as well. Receiving, Kyle Thomas, 5 catches, 53 yards. Poe, with that jet sweep, ended up with 98 and a touchdown. 3 drops from Anger, had a tough time in the rain, but also caught a touchdown on a corner route. Ty Black had some big slant catches. Bob as well over the middle, had a touchdown on a dig route. Nice play for a touchdown. That was Dion Corbin who came in and dropped that pass from Cole. One's alibi with 10 pancakes, along with Jimmer having 8, but a sack from Crowther and Anger given up. 8 tackles for Tripp, Kennedy, and Tierney led the squad. 3 TFLs for Hilliard and Justice. Miner and Kennedy with 2, some other guys with 1. 2 sacks for Gordon Justice led the squad today. Gizzy with a sack. Windsor had his own. Hilliard as well. A couple half sacks from Bradfield, Miner, and Tripp. A lot of guys getting involved. Mancuso and Delaney with some interceptions. Three PBUs from Tommy Timms looked great. Keegan Joseph, our redshirted freshman, came in for a couple snaps, ended up knocking a fumble loose that Quincy Welsh was able to recover in the end zone. So nice tandem from our freshman DBs there. Ben Thompson 0 for 3 on field goals, 4 for 4 on extra points, though. It was a rough game for him. Punting the ball, Bloomberg had 2 of his 4 inside the 20. Not a ton of punt or kick return action, and Long was fine in the punt return game as well. But with that being said, I'll see you back at the main menu where we will close out the regular season. Probably do a little recap on how we got to this point, looking at stats, schedule, maybe some award finalists. And from there, we'll jump into our MAC championship game in the next episode. And here we are with our undefeated conference record. We do have some recruiting points left, but I just didn't really feel like we had any reason to use them at this point. Um, kind of maxed out all the guys we could, had all the visits scheduled we could. We ended up getting Cornell Marler, a linebacker to commit, along with Dakota Bram, another linebacker, both from Wisconsin. We do lose out on Howie Conhini, a corner who ended up committing to his home state team, Georgia, a 4-star guy, as we will be facing Toledo in the MAC championship in 1 week. Fantastic that we were able to overcome just our 7 game schedule in conference and able to make a big time MAC championship bid where we'll get to face Toledo, who we have beat this season, I believe, which is good to know. Adding Cornell Marler, a gem linebacker, is huge, as well as Dakota Bram, another guy for us here. 5'11", 224 from Bram. We're looking at definitely a coverage guy here with 85 speed, 68 zone, not too bad. Definitely looks like in the run stopping game, he could use a little work. Marler, probably a better athlete than any of the linebackers we've seen. 92 speed, 63 zone coverage, going to be pretty raw to start though. Illinois guy, we'll get to see him up somewhat soon here as well. Pass coverage guy backed out of the screen. Don't know what I'm doing here. But we do sadly, though, end up losing out on a 4-star corner, Howie Conhini. We're definitely excited about his ability to play man coverage with 91 speed. But hopefully we can face him at Georgia sometime and cook him a little bit. Definitely need to look at adding more corners, I think. We did end up adding George Castillo, a 96 speed guy, but I think we could use some more. Currently still sitting in first place above Alabama for Joey Merriman. Not necessarily liking how fast they might be catching up to us there, though. And Ezekiel Ficken, another guy, a guy close to being in his top 3, tight end from New York, an Indianapolis guy, run stopping linebacker with decent athletics. Definitely going to be a bigger dude for us in the linebacker crew. Not too worried about bringing him in. Looks like we should be pretty locked down with him. I think we could maybe go and add a couple more prospects, maybe one guy. Sure, it's just probably 3 stars at this point. We can check. I'll probably go see if I can get anyone. Let you know if I find anything. All right, so we did end up adding 2 guys to the board. Marvin Roach, corner from Illinois, 90 speed guy. Definitely going to be competing with Iowa State down the stretch here, trying to get him as he moves closer to his top 5. We also added Greg Griffin, safety from Minnesota, 92 speed guy, 93 man, hybrid type guy with 64 zone. Definitely going to be a guy I probably keep as a free safety with that speed and see him potentially being a guy that will be kind of a deep field player for us as more of a user type guy, that center fielder kind of guy, 3-star player. But that should be it for our recruiting points for this week. I did notice that we are number 24 in the country, moving closer to um, in the college football playoff ranking. The first time we've been ranked in the series yet, so very cool to see as we close out conference play going 7-0. Definitely got that recognized a little bit. I don't think just because of how many other teams in different conferences are ranked, unless they lose their conference championship games, I don't believe we'll have a chance at the college football playoff. But looking at the Bulls currently, see what we're projected in. Currently projected in the Fiesta Bowl, which I believe is a college football playoff. Did we make the bracket as of now? We're in as a 4 seed currently, projected to be one of the 4 highest ranked conference champs. Not sure how that works out, but we're not going to complain. We'll take that. Definitely getting some help from the selection committee. definitely have to look at what that could mean going forward for us. But yeah, we will be playing next week. Let's go through recruiting one more week, and then we can look at some of the stats for our season in the regular season here. And it looks like we are currently first with everyone besides Roach, who we do have to catch up with Iowa State for him, I believe. As yeah, we have the conference championship where we are currently, let's make sure we're still projected there, ranked the 24th team. Yeah, currently projected to be in the Fiesta Bowl as the number 24 team. I think that might have to do with who they project wins uh, conference championship games as well. Let's take a look at who's playing this week. Middle Tennessee, you think they would probably come in higher than us. Boise State for the Pac-12 would not. Oklahoma State, you think would. One of these two teams. Minnesota and Ohio State. Yeah, I don't think we'll be in the top. I think they're projecting some of these teams to lose, and that's why. I don't know if we'll be in the top four or top five of the conference champs. So I'm not going to get my hopes up too much for that. We'll look into our recruiting. Yeah, we'll look. Sorry, just disconnected, I guess, but we'll look into the recruiting. Make sure that we don't have anything else we can be doing through these weeks. Have our points applied here. Don't think we can like visit anytime like during conference champ. So should be done there. And then I guess we'll just look at the team. I think we can fire staff this week, actually. I don't know. I think we'd have to wait till after the game. Oh no, we don't. We'll maybe wait till after the game to see what happens, but probably going to look for a new DC going forward. Maybe a guy who runs a 3-4. I think that might be hint what we go towards next season. Looking through the stats though, Shaquille Abbott obviously probably our best player on the team. Didn't really end up playing for us. Took a redshirt season for mental health, and JJ Cole stepped in his replacement. Played fine. Had a really big game against Auburn. Big turnover guy though. And Tyler Rome came in, 19 touchdowns, 11 picks, almost 2,000 yards. He'll have it by the end of the season with 66% completion. Probably our best passing season as a quarterback that a quarterback's had for us this season. Terrence Logan hits 1,000 yards with 9 touchdowns on the ground. Transfer running back came in and tore it up his first season with a 5 yard average. 5.4 yards for Jalen Poe per carry on 121 carries. He had 653 yards, 2 touchdowns. Potential for a guy, second guy to run for 1,000. Rome is our next guy, only 4 touchdowns. Really nothing else to look at too much in terms of running. Abbott obviously didn't do a whole lot there. Um, yeah, really just those two guys put in a lot of the chunk of running. Sean Angerer with nearly 70 catches had 853 yards, 10 touchdowns. Easily our receiving leader in nearly every category this regular season. 50 catches, 700 yards, and 6 touchdowns for Thomas was great. Our big play guy, Zach Cobb, had 34, 651, and 4. Jalen Poe getting involved with 54 catches, second on the team in receptions, had nearly 600 receiving yards as mainly a running back, but also lining up in the slot. 4 touchdowns for him through the air as well. 26, 420, and 2 for the senior transfer, Kai Black. He definitely had some moments where he had some big games. I believe he had one real big game that kind of boosted some of those numbers up. Yeah, the season, yeah, he had one game with over 4 catches, over 5, and that was against Kent State where he went for 7, 134, and a touchdown. Obviously, it was a really big game for him. And then after that, kind of a couple guys making a little contribution here and there. Logan Ecanum. Long, I believe, had a touchdown against Auburn on a 25-yard slot fade. That was pretty good to see from our senior. Rhodes, not a ton from him. Blocking wise, some sacks from Crowther and Phoenix. Definitely going to have the close eye on these guys as we move through the offseason. Potentially move to guard as we'll be losing Jimmer and Ash, our two starting guards. That could be an easy move as Pash was pretty incredible this season, playing the most snaps on our team without giving up a sack. Pretty incredible alibi, always a strong guy for us as well, team captain. Defensively, 124 tackles from Tony Tripp, 108 from Delaney, Tierney 98, 83 from Mancuso, our top guys, 21 TFLs from Tripp, 18 from Miner, who is a huge player off the edge for us, 15 from Kennedy and Justice tackles in the backfield. That is just really good in the run game, really, and Justice had 8 sacks as well from the inside. It was huge as a freshman for us. He's going to be a massive player going forward. Like to look at what his rating caps are. Yeah, he's got a ton of room to grow too, especially in power moves, run stopping. This dude's probably going to become an all down D lineman for us. He's kind of just playing on passing downs right now. Hilliard, he's going to be a guy, 6 sacks. Those two combining for 14 up the middle was huge. Tony Tripp with 7.5, too, shouldn't go unmentioned as those guys. Gizzy with 4.5 has turned it up at the end of the year here. 6'4, 273, a big, big guy on the edge. Mancuso and Windsor had some. Windsor's role was definitely diminished. The senior captain, mainly in on running downs, early downs. A lot of other guys getting involved. 4 picks from Tierney led the squad. A lot of guys with 2. I think Tripp had all his in one game. Then Eifert with one as well. A lot of PBUs from Gibson and Timms on the corner. Timms has stepped in and easily become probably one of our best corners, not named Deshaun Gibson or Kevin Mancuso. Definitely emerged from that freshman crew as being a starter for us going forward. Forced fumbles, just 2. Keegan Joseph in his like 3 plays he's had this season. Make sure he isn't going over like the red shirt number. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he's played in 3 games and he's played 4 downs, so we don't really have much more room going forward for him to be playing, but did make an impact when he did play. Fumble recoveries from Windsor and Welsh, and I don't think we had one defensive touchdown. It was the fumble recovery against Auburn from Marcus Windsor. That being said, going to kicking, no missed extra points, and with a huge missed opportunity in the last game, dropped his kicking percentage down to 53%. Ben Thompson, easily the worst. Hold on a sec. Easily the worst in his career so far. Definitely disappointing. Thought the kicking game was kind of on the rise that last game. Yeah, 79% as a freshman, 53 so far with a shorter long distance. Not what we like to see. Hopefully he can bounce back once we're in some better um, terrain indoors. Bloomberg was fine. The junior punter down to inside 5 inside the 20. Don't expect a ton from him. 2 kick returns from long, both coming, I believe, in that Auburn game as well. I don't think we had a punt return touchdown this season. So that's kind of the stats rundown. We'll maybe look at a couple more things in terms of some watch lists here and see if our guys are up for any big awards. Player of the year, probably not. We didn't really have anyone there. Head coach of the year, I'd love to see me. I don't think we will, though, not up there. Best quarterback, it'd be cool again, but not going to see our guy. Tony Tripp up for best defensive player. We usually have our linebackers win that just because of how much we keep them on the field, how much we let them blitz. I think he's had like 8 sacks this year. Mancuso won best DB last year. He's third right now with Tierney and Delaney behind him. Best running back, Jalen Poe is seventh with Terrence Logan at 10. That's new for us. Haven't ever had anyone in the running for this. We've relied on those two a lot this season, though. Poe has been huge in the receiving game. Definitely why he's on that list. Best receiver, not going to have anybody. Best defensive lineman, no. Quarterback, senior quarterback, nope. Marvin Miner is up for best defensive end. He's on the watch list. Interior lineman, nobody. Tight end to Sean Anger, the freshman, is currently second, just behind the #1 ranked Florida's Tony Livingston. Tight end from Tampa, senior versus a freshman. Definitely a lot for Anger to prove moving forward. The Broyles, assistant coach of the year, we're not going to have anybody. Tony Tripp up for best linebacker. Best center, we don't have anyone. Kicker, definitely not going to see our guy there. Punter, probably not either. Potentially returner, yeah, Eric Long, second on the list, is huge for our senior receiver as the returner. And that is all for stats awards going into the conference championship week. Make sure to tune in next episode to watch the ranked, first time ever ranked Denmark State War Dogs take on Toledo in Detroit for the MAC championship. We'll see you there. Go War Dogs.